Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give it that touch.
Let me know when to search.
Can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were dropping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this? What you don't want to see more? You want to see more, but you want to see soul. Life done slowed you down. Your body
this pisses me off enough. I'll just kick it.
Telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed above track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up.
I tried to join the invite and it wouldn't let me.
Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my haters.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Giving the Pop-Tarts Bowl to the Irish.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
With everybody saying, go get Lane Kiffin. And to get Lane Kiffin.
2-yard
Made it up by
line.
Dave Johnson, ball higher, hit him.
That's such a lie. Alabama fans.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Complained so much that when it was 50-50,
It's the
even though
first
they
running game for Bijan Robinson.
they're
He'll
hitting
work
left
forward
it.
for about 3. It's second down.
I guess it's hard for Alabama to hard
On the pickup.
because
Second and 6.
From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Penix on third down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on
were
fourth and
louder
inches,
than the
they still
Notre
have a
Dame
chance to
fans
convert the
last
first
year.
down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
I've never heard.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next. that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Strickland breaks
So they
down
have
that
these rules
entire
for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone, I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
I know,
No, that's not a bad
I know,
look.
I'm biased, but listen,
Who
you
cares
can't
about playing
convince
for a
me, Mike, that
meaningless
there's a
game
better
when their
option on the
players
field,
could get injured
especially
that
when
are
you got a
going
guy
throughout.
like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates.
Bro, what?
If it was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That one good for
See
26
now
yards.
returns 21 plus
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
It gets a little heated. It's the best time of year, so make sure you're locked in. It's the day
A first set
after
of
the
downs
fight.
to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hasn't played football in nearly 12 months,
No
right?
running. Here comes
Game against
Robinson.
Texas Tech, or against a team like
Physical
Indiana.
run.
Yeah,
He'll wind up as a gain of 5.
against a team like
This just shows why you
Very
can't
similar
count on just
conversation
one
for
guy
Grant.
to take him down.
Grant
He's a powerful
played
enough
football
runner.
on either.
You gotta
If
have
those
guys
two are
coming in
gonna get
support
back,
when that first hit is made.
running
It takes a
into
team effort to stop him,
you know, an
especially once he gets
opportunity to
going.
get their feet back. But so when it's time to play your best football against the
He's
best
back to
teams
the
in the
original line.
playoffs,
No gain on that.
they are not making
After
their
that
first
negative
return
run, I
back.
think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
What the coaching is going to look like on game day, and I want to be very clear. Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to James Madison. And look at the end of the day, this is a
Open man
winner-go-home
is Mooney.
situation.
He's
Right? So
got
you
it.
have to win this
And the
football game, and
Falcons
there's
are
a
going to
reason
first
we're
and
going to have
goal.
it here.
Tackle made at about
21
the
and a half
5-yard
point
line.
You know, that opening game against James Madison is,
At the 5-yard line.
I think, a really important game for Oregon. And a quickly looking at that game, and what preview this game
He
talking
pulls it in
about
around the side. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This year they lost by 2 scores.
I
That
think
was
the
against
days where
Louisville.
cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and
to
tackle.
deal with Tatum.
Now
I think
Penix
it's
to
an
throw
opportunity
on
for him
second
to build
down.
some confidence. He gets some momentum.
In
Kind of
the
similar
end
to
zone
Ohio
and
State had that
intercepted.
Ohio State
Picked
Ohio
off
State
by their
Tennessee.
rookie first-round
And
pick.
then that got the ball
And the
moving
Bears
from
are going
Ohio
to
State
get the
last year.
football here.
They played their
They
best
force
football
the
in the playoffs.
INT
This is, to
on the
me,
game's opening drive.
a little bit of a tune-up game. And
There
again,
are
you
3
want
tight
to play
ends
your
here
best football
on
because
first and 10. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards.
I agree, that's what they should do. It's been known to work
And
before.
1.
Brings up second and a yard.
I think there's a lot of Oregon fans that want to run it back
They'll
against
run it on
Indiana.
the left side now.
And this is no
And that
disrespect
one
to
shut
Indiana,
down
but we
very
started the
quickly.
best team
He'll get
college
back to the
football.
line
I'm
of
not going to
scrimmage.
argue that
That's
either.
it.
A gain of a yard.
And after that short
think
run,
there's some
puts them a little bit
frustration
closer
with
to
how-
the first down marker, and they're going to
He's
need
just
to
trying
create
to
more
lie and
running room
deny,
on
like,
the
he's
ground
not doing
if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
I see them meeting at the end.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision
Very
already
excited to get it.
that you're willing to use fourth down to
That's
pick
what
up the
we're
rest of the
fans
yards.
appreciate you guys.
I think that's a big mistake.
Sorry for touching the mic there.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this
Same shit he's been.
He'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
Expectations. What do we
What
think
a
this
nice
Oregon
job
team is
there,
capable
getting his
of
feet
doing?
down
We've been
on
saying
the
it all year.
sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, whatever the opportunity presents.
And we did that
Will
was
be
not
close to a
necessarily the
first
same
down.
sort of last
A
year.
gain of a couple as they mark him just good.
Ohio State played their best
Here's
football
third
last
down
year.
and a few inches.
We knew Ohio State was a better team. I don't know if I'm buying into that.
On
This
play
team
action,
has
he'll
a
set
chance
up
to
to
win.
throw.
What are the expectations from the Oregon
And
fans?
he is going to go down. They sack
Appreciate you
him
guys
to
helping
end
with
the
contact.
first
Consider
quarter.
subscribing to the channel. We got
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store?
Again, that JMU
Greg
game,
and
I
I
just...
back in Atlanta after
I
this.
went back and watched that JMU game against Louisville, the only Power 4 team they played, and you best believe Oregon is much better along the lines of scrimmage. JMU could not
The
deal.
punter remains on the sideline.
It is
They're
hard
going
to
to
see
line
James
up and
Madison
go
going
for it
across the
on
country
fourth down.
and really challenging Oregon unless Oregon just plays their worst football of the season. And I'll
They
say this,
will
even if
indeed
Oregon
go
does not play
as
very
they
well,
look to throw.
I think Oregon will step in there. I think it's an opportunity to figure out what the
And he'll
DNA coach is going
indeed
to look like.
pick
It's
up
an
a
opportunity to get
Bears
some guys
first
back healthy,
down.
get their feet
Gonna
wet,
have it by
and roll through
plenty.
that game.
Huge
Then you play
gainer
Texas Tech.
on fourth
That's where it
down.
gets fun. Texas Tech is here's the thing with Texas Tech that makes them different from every other team in the Big 12. They look like and they play like a legitimate Big 10 SEC team along the lines.
Up the middle they go. He'll lift this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That is right in there for the tackle.
They play teams like Georgia and teams like Alabama. They weren't good
Ball
enough
on the
along the
28-yard line.
scrimmage.
Here's
Texas Tech
second
is
and
one of
7.
the best line scrimmage teams in the country. I firmly
To
believe
throw.
that. Why is it a unique matchup for Oregon?
Ryan by
And
the
matchup
tight end.
potentially favored.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the
Texas Tech
20-yard
has
line.
relied on being a 8 dominant
Ball
defense.
down to the
How many teams have not
16-yard
been able
line.
to run the
And
football?
it's
Those teams
first
have
and
not
10.
been able to protect the passer. Right?
They turn and hand this one off.
In fact, I don't
Bears are going to be
think
set
that
up
Texas
first
Tech can
and
just
goal.
dominate
Nice
red
run,
zone.
getting them
And
down
that's
to
kind
the
of been
6.
the pathway for Texas Tech.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Up front. If Oregon can block Texas Tech up, what's Texas Tech's path to winning? You know, because when we
College football playoff rankings are out. They are final. We've got matchups set. The
Here's a
bracket is
run.
solidified. I was
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
We telegraphed this for a couple of weeks. Sorry, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We thought, man, if Duke gets in there, it looks like the committee may be faced with the prospect of Duke winning the ACC championship, not being ranked high enough. And then they got to make a decision. Are we really going to have a playoff ranking with no ACC representation? Then remember, Duke lost to Virginia.
They'll go with him again.
And we thought, all
Hard
right,
running
well,
close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just
then
short.
the ACC
Putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. It would feel like a pretty big win on a drive. That's largely the...
He will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
If they win it, all payments.
Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off.
Not having a Power 4 team represented.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
When you look at Miami and the 11th hour over Notre Dame, I believe the right thing was done. process behind it is so jacked up. The reasoning given is so jacked up. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. I'm going to get back to Miami Notre Dame in a second. I wrote ACC Doomsday Verified. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is we just were in Atlanta last night, and we saw Alabama get double trouble by Georgia. And that match the field, in Atlanta last night, the Notre Big Ten championship game, Twitter fingers
It'll lead to a second down.
Right? Well, no, they weren't going to drop. They weren't going to drop. I was very confident in that. Like I said that going into the game, they gave me the theoretical of, well, what if they lose by 50? Well, then they lose by 50, and they're not a conference champ. They're not dropping out. It was so basic. You got to understand something. Whether you like what I'm going to say or not, I'm not telling you how it should be. I'm telling you how it is. The SEC championship.
Up and down, just shy of the 40.
Runs and dictates a lot of this. There's not even
good enough for a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, Penix. That's caught on the left side by Pitts. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Penix going to throw again. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Now Penix going to get it forward on a pop pass. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the Bears' 20-yard line.
Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And he's going to go down. However,
Friday, Saturday, right,
I didn't
Jesse?
even touch him.
Oh, man, they did us a favor.
I was in front of him.
Wow, this didn't pan out how I thought it would. Okay. Friday, December 19th, 8 p.m. Eastern,
It's 1st
Alabama
and
at
10.
Oklahoma,
They run over center
which gives us the ability
Robinson.
on Saturday, December 20th at 12 p.m.
Second down.
Eastern Time to be at Miami A&M. Now, My only beef with this, and I'm not going to even pretend to understand how the broadcast structure was negotiated. Miami and A&M at Kyle Field at night would have been, in the words of many people, cinema. Instead, we're going to watch it as an 11 a.m. kickoff. So even with the home campus games, we can't get the kickoff times right. All right, I move on. December 20th. So that Saturday has 3 games. The mid-afternoon game, Tulane at Ole Miss, is a 3:30 Eastern kickoff. And then the primetime game is James Madison at Oregon. That's a 7:30 Eastern kickoff.
No, we don't have any rules.
Great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, he comes a runner.
And that's what they're getting dropped in their lap. So if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, I'm upset 2 G5 teams are in the playoff. Imagine being an executive at TNT. You have no control over this, or maybe you do. So anyway, Notre Dame's out of the playoff. Notre Dame is not a playoff team. Notre Dame gets left out of the playoff at the 11th hour, and I have a post-it stuck to my index finger, and it says, this is the first time I think Notre Dame's really been punished for not being in a conference. When the playoff got set up the way it was.
You would have to make because he's like,
you know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode.
Carrying the table, who wouldn't want to be in Notre Dame's position? But I did say, if you guys want to hold out this small sliver of hope that they'll ever become more motivated to join a conference, not that I think they will, but if you ever want to hold out hope that they'll become more motivated, you need to hope that they have to pay a price in the form of losing a playoff spot for not being in a conference. Now, for the first round of the playoffs last year, the first time we ever had one, there was this rule where if you didn't win a conference championship, you couldn't have a first-round bye. But that only lasted 1 year. So that parameter got removed, and it looked for all the world like the stars were aligning for Notre Dame to just exist in this new world, pay no price. I think they paid a price for not being in a conference. So Notre Dame gets left out. Miami vaults Notre Dame at the 11th hour. I actually agree with the rankings, the committee. I actually agree that that should have been the way it panned out. Said that last week. And I've said that for a couple of weeks. However, if I'm a Notre Dame fan, I probably disagree with what I just said on the surface. But even if we get past our initial disagreement, like of course you guys think Notre Dame should have been in, but even if you get past that, where we'll be aligned is the messaging here was so pathetic. The protocol and the lack of follow-through on the way the protocol is supposed to be applied was so pathetic, to the point where we're sitting here on Selection Sunday and we're really listening to a guy tell us we were incapable of fully appreciating head-to-head results until we got lost in the Big 12 championship game so bad that we had to
on this first half of play.
Miami tends to each other, and all of a sudden it just dawns on us, holy crap.
it's so hard to police that.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score.
Maybe
as
hit
we
up.
begin half number 2. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Jimbo and see if he has any ideas.
Here we go.
They dropped Miami way too far in their initial
Third quarter begins with a run. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead 4 yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9.
45. Why? I think they serve a negative purpose. Like, I think they serve an ulterior purpose now. They don't serve their initial purpose. So this should have been this way going into the weekend, but it wasn't. So then you create this
Now
mess
they'll
where
set
you're
up
like
to throw.
Kevin with pot of chili and then you traffic.
Complete. It's Odunze. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Can I get your advice on something?
3 yards. First down, Bears.
People, respect, they're going to be diametrically opposed, which is like the beauty of sport. This is
On the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Second and 10.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
They haven't been based on principle status.
And
They've just
he'll
been
get
based on
into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown,
Let's
Bears.
say something like
So
this.
that is 2 touchdowns in this
Do you have
game.
any idea
And now
about
15
some sort
for
of
the year. Santos for the extra point.
Packers is due?
He knocks it through. And the Bears will move out to a
It's not like
14
I
to
can say
7
one
lead.
this amount of hundreds on that.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Ethical guidelines or the moral stance or anything right and wrong. It was all shades of gray to begin with. Do you honestly think if the resumes were reversed and Notre Dame beat Miami in week 1 and the rest of it played out the way they did,
Going now, Penance on first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
as they should.
Jervon Dexter in there for the sack, his 4th on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
I'm just flat out for Alabama to get in, and I hope they get in. And I'm going to say
From the
whatever
gun,
I think he's
it's
going to get in. I respect that.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Pushed out to his left. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end.
As I said,
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
he said most deserving has never been in our lexicon. Putting in the best team.
Any ideas about any sort of rule?
Okay, ready?
I thought today, if they said we put Notre Dame in because we think they're the better team, I thought that would have been garbage. Because I don't care.
They'll go with the counter on first down. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
You know full well I don't
Terrific
care.
starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
He said that back on the show. You remember this?
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball, protect the lead, and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
What I've stayed pretty
Here we
consistent
go,
on, and
here we
most
go.
fans will disagree with that.
Yellow, 43.
Today, I at least respect, even if it was completely backwards, it was a little backwards than the Penn State coaching search, but at least they got to the right
Ready?
outcome. I do respect that the committee, I
Oh,
thought, got to
stay
the
on
right
the
outcome.
ground.
When I say right, it is
He's got another first down and more.
teams being
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
I need a Johnny to
Big
clutch
time
this.
play for the Bears. 33 yards.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
just because of fan base, or a coach, or a program is bad
Ready.
doesn't mean
Now,
something's wrong.
faking the give.
It just means you
Forced
got
out
a
wide.
finite amount of the very
He'll get
valuable
rid of it.
This
And
game's
completed.
and not
He's
everyone
going to be
will.
marked down at the 12-yard line.
I disagree with it.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through
Because
with
they
the
had a
grab
shot
and a first
to get
down.
out of the committee's hands, and they didn't get the job done.
Set.
And by the way, they
As they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could have won games and changed your fate, but you didn't. Miami could have missed out. And I can very easily look back to the Louisville and SMU games. Point being, there's just much flow.
Here's a second and
that we're
9.
looking at, and I always promised myself I would take this approach, and I would say,
Set.
I didn't even know it's been allowed to begin. So
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up the line of scrimmage.
I'm arguing that
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Can't say that. And so I'm not. Just because you're mad doesn't mean something's broken. Do better next time. That's the answer. It'd be the answer no matter who was the first left out today. But I do think that there are changes coming. I do think that that committee,
And the lefty
just like
panics
this
on
past
first
year,
down.
they had one round and they adjusted.
To the middle of the field and caught by Walker.
And I think they're going to adjust.
He's going to be brought down
I
out
do
past
think
the
a lot of people
45.
started to move around.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
They've talked about the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off. They're a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Isaac Guerrero, the intended target, coming out of the backfield. And he'll bring up second down.
Maximum capability. They're going to sit at home so that we made room for a team to be a 3+ touchdown underdog in Eugene, Oregon.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
Now Robinson. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On the ready. Dragon 60. Set.
To throw is Penix. He's got him tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Here's Penix. In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On second down, here's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 47-yard line.
Set. 22 meters. Set.
Now a run on first down. And And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Ready? Ready! Yellow, 43. Set.
Here's a run, going left. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
Here's
9.
second and 9.
The 18-yard line.
Set. Ready. Ready?
Now this time they'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been.
And he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
24. Falcons 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Throwing is Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, Penix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now give on the ground. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do. And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On second down, Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. It is 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Oh, yeah, you got it moving. He's moving, boy. He's moving.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 18, right? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
17 yards.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Penix. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer.
Bears 27, Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
On the double. Set.
Drive will start on the ground. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Set.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This one all but over. Here's 3rd down.
Ready?
We're trying to get this one on the ground. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Red 38.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory.